the Capitol Hill police respond, and theirs is a different weapon, so you hear pistol shots going back at the shooter. I can tell you that I think with absolute certainty nobody would have survived without the Capitol Hill police. They saved everybody's life, incredibly brave, and deserve everyone's praise. First shot rang out, and I grew up in the South. I'm used to hearing an occasional shotgun, and I wasn't sure. It didn't sound like a shotgun, but it did sound like a rifle. And then there were a couple of seconds. Everybody kind of looked up and heard the sound, but we were about ready to go back around our business. Nobody dropped to the ground. Nobody ducked. Nobody did anything that I could see. But then 5 or 10 shots in a row very quickly rang out, and that's when everybody was hitting the dirt. I saw Scalise go down at second base. There were staffers running from the perimeter of the outfield, from the third base sign where the shooter was, all the way to where I was. So I was in the far perimeter of right field. And I often give Senator Flake a ride home, and just about a minute before I'd been at the batting at home plate, and I walked by him at the dugout, and I said, I'm going to go one more time for one more batting cage in the right field. And as it turns out, that was at the farthest point. So I'm in the right field. I'm at the farthest point on the field of anybody from the gunshots. But the gunshots are still hitting in the dirt in right field, where there are 2 staffers laying on the ground. I think one of them may have been hit, but between me and them is about a 15, 20-foot fence. So one of the staffers decides, the heck with this, I'm not staying here. The bullets are flying all around me. He decided to climb the fence, and he climbed a 20-foot fence in about 3 seconds, plopped down behind me, and there was a big oak tree behind the batting cage. He and I are behind the oak tree, but the gunshots are still going in the dirt in right field in the warning tracks, so about 5 or 10 feet from us. And at some point, I'd say 50 or 60 shots at least have been fired from the shooter, and then we start to hear the Capitol Hill police respond, and theirs is a different weapon, so you hear pistol shots going back at the shooter. I can tell you that I think with absolute certainty nobody would have survived without the Capitol Hill police. They saved everybody's life, incredibly brave, and deserve everyone's praise.
And reportedly, as many as 3 police officers have been shot. The gunman has been killed, an admitted crazed Democrat. We have his social media information up on Infowars.com, where he called for the destruction of Trump, the destruction of the Republicans. Truly sickening information. I felt like I was back in Iraq without my weapon. Congressman wounded in baseball pitch mass shooting. Representative Steve Scalise shot in congressional baseball game. That is now being reported. James T. Hodgkinson dies after the shootout. 66 years old from Illinois, was killed in the shootout with police. First they were saying 3 were wounded. Now they're saying 2 were wounded. We're still not sure. The wounded also include 2 Capitol Police officers, a congressional aide, and a lobbyist. So that is a total of 5 people. Ladies and gentlemen, I guess 6 if you count the gunman. These are people that believe they're doing good, because Kathy Griffin and all these other folks and people producing plays are saying kill Trump, and the newspapers are saying kill Trump, and they're saying he's a Nazi. They're saying he's Hitler. They're saying his supporters are. So they come up to families with clubs and with mace and with rocks and with bike locks and just club people's heads in savagely, just screaming. Rah! And what's scary is I've been to a lot of these demonstrations. You've all watched countless ones. I'm sure you've been to many of them yourselves. The leftists are the closest thing to the Walking Dead. They just stomp around. They walk weird. Their hair's all bozoed out. Their eyes don't point the right direction. They scream and just can't even hardly talk. And we're not just picking and choosing a few of them to make them look bad. We've all watched, or if you've tried, you can see it for yourself, people that don't act like they're human anymore, completely whacked out of their brains, who believe television is real, who believe fake news like CNN is real, who believe ABC is real, who believe NBC is real, fake news like Megyn Kelly, and they watch it, and they really believe those of us being attacked aren't human. and that we're really bad trying to cut their taxes, and we're really bad trying to bring their jobs back, and we're really bad trying to keep ISIS out of the country, and we're really bad trying to fix the VA, and we're horrible people that have to die. And so they go out and they attack. Imagine what the Democrats would be doing right now, because this was purely politically motivated. He said it's time to destroy Trump and co. Congressional shooter recently wrote. We need to tweet that out at Real Alex Jones. Stay with us.
In ancient times, man roamed the earth in a constant state of hunting or being hunted. Introducing Caveman, where cutting-edge science meets ancient super nutrients. Secure your bottle right now at InfoWarsStore.com.